Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So as you know, Susan Wojcicki, the former CEO of YouTube, has passed away. On August 9th, 2024, 3 days ago. She was 56 years old. Yeah, I didn't expect this at all, honestly. I mean, I'll admit that she wasn't my favorite person in the world. She was obviously not a very good CEO, honestly, because she demonetized a lot of YouTubers' channels, and a lot of channels ended up getting terminated because of her policies, unfairly, I feel like, for some of them at least. So I can see why people are not upset about this, but I personally do not wish this upon anyone. I mean, dying of cancer, that's how she died. Dying of cancer is a horrible way to go out. I wouldn't wish cancer upon anyone. Not even my worst enemy. So for her to go out this way, I mean, it's still painful at the end of the day. Yeah, people have the right to be upset and angry with her because of, the way she's treated YouTube channels, like, during her time as CEO, but she's still a human being at the end of the day. She's still a human being, and she still suffered, experiencing cancer, and she already lost her son earlier this year, so, I mean, you gotta feel bad for the husband here, Dennis Troper. Imagine losing both your son and your wife in 1 year. I doubt most people would be comfortable with that. You certainly wouldn't have taken that well. But anyways, let's read this article on CNN. Susan Wojcicki, former YouTube CEO, dies at 56. Former YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, a tech pioneer who was one of Google's earliest employees, has died after living with lung cancer for 2 years, according to her husband. She was 56. So this article was written by Paradise Afashar on CNN, and it was updated on August 10th, 2024. It is with profound sadness I share the news of Susan Wojcicki passing. My beloved wife of 26 years and mother to our 5 children left us today after 2 years of living with a non-small cell lung cancer, Dennis Troper wrote in a Facebook post. Troper said Wojcicki was not just my best friend and partner in life, but a brilliant mind, a loving mother, and a dear friend to many. Her impact on our family and the world was immeasurable. We are heartbroken, but grateful for the time we had with her, Troper said. Please keep our family in your thoughts as we navigate this difficult time. Wojcicki, who was one of the most prominent women in Silicon Valley, had been involved with YouTube's parent company Google from its earliest days, when its 2 founders worked out of her garage in California to build a search engine. She later became Google's 16th employee and had worked at the company for nearly 25 years. Google CEO Sundar Pichai expressed condolences in a post on X early Saturday, saying Wojcicki was core to Google's history. She was an incredible person, leader and friend who had a tremendous impact on the world, and I'm one of countless Googlers who is better for knowing her. We will miss her dearly, Google CEO Sundar Pichai said on X. Wojcicki had served as YouTube CEO for 9 years before announcing last year in a blog post that she would be stepping back from her leadership role to focus on her family, health, and personal projects that she was passionate about, CNN previously reported. She oversaw YouTube during the web's pivotal transition towards social media, but also as online platforms came under increasing scrutiny for spreading misinformation, hate speech, and other harmful content. I'm so proud of everything we've achieved, Wojcicki wrote when announcing she was stepping down in 2023. It's been exhilarating, meaningful, and all-consuming. This is a developing story and will be updated. Okay, so that's pretty much what happened. That's how she passed away. She had cancer, and she was only 56 years old. Now, I was not the biggest fan of Susan Wojcicki. I'll admit that. I wasn't a fan of her. I disliked her. I'll admit that, along with many other people that were on many other YouTube content creators. I noticed that not many YouTube channels were covering the situation because they all disliked her, except for Brion and Mimi put up a post on her community tab about it, but that was pretty much it, honestly. But still, at the end of the day, she was still a human being. She didn't deserve to die from cancer. Nobody deserves that, in my opinion. Not even my worst enemy, I feel like, deserves to die of cancer, because it's such a painful way to go out, and it's so painful and excruciating, so nobody deserves that, in my opinion, honestly. excruciating torture having to suffer from cancer. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on Susan Wojcicki and, her passing recently. My condolences go out to Dennis Troper and everybody else in Susan's family. I hope you stay strong during this hard time. I can't imagine what it must be like. I can't imagine what it must be like to lose two of your family members in 1 year. But I am not finding any of this amusing. I totally sympathize with the family. And rest in peace, Susan Wojcicki. Take care, everybody. Another video from my channel. Take care, everyone.